My favorite Halloween costume was the one that my mom put me in when I was probably 7. I wanted to be a princess. Everyone was dressing up so nice, and she decided that it would be a good idea for me to be a crow. My mom cut up a garbage bag, and she put that on me as a cape, and I had a black leotard on because I used to do ballet, and she prepared a nice, like, crow-looking mask. I've actually never asked if that meant something to her, but I think that she thought Halloween was about being scary and not about being a princess and pretty, and that's why she put me in that. And now, I actually really love it, but back then, I wanted to just be cute. 私の名前はアンナ・サワイです。My name is Anna Sawai. I was born in New Zealand. I don't know what my first language is. I was learning English and Japanese at the same time, and I was better at English when I was living abroad. I moved to Japan when I was 10. That's when I really started to study Japanese. I dream in both languages. What was I dreaming in when we were shooting Shōgun? I feel like I was dreaming in Japanese and English, and it was never period Japanese because I don't actually speak like that. I'm not going to be able to list everything that I had to learn on Shōgun. We started with how to wear a kimono and walk in it, sit in it, eat in it, how to do the tea ceremony, how to ride a horse, how to write the calligraphy back in the day, how to speak period Japanese, and also the English that I spoke was not in my own pronunciation, so learning that as well. Oh, and actually, let me mention, I had to learn a Latin prayer. The first job I booked was probably a small musical before I did Annie when I was 10 or 11. I was Annie in Japan. I wore the red wig. I had Sandy, and it was a big sheepdog. I loved Jimmy. Jimmy was the name of my Sandy. You see me singing Tomorrow in Japanese. I did everything. The audition for the J-pop group I was in, the group that I was part of is called Faky. I had to audition, and I was already part of this big music agency, and they were having an audition within their company. So I kind of knew that they really did want me. We were actually given Faky songs to sing, so we had to learn it. But I remember when we were auditioning for the company, I sang multiple songs, one being Avril Lavigne's Complicated. I don't really like to go to karaoke, but if I am forced to, and you don't want to sing the ballads, I love Open Arms by Journey. I had a poster of Britney Spears on my wall. I was obsessed with her. I started listening to K-pop once I was in Faky, because before that, I would only listen to like Britney Spears, Spice Girls, and I love the Beatles. Like, it's all Western for me.
What's your secret skills?
I would say I'm actually good at sleeping on my back. Maybe a couple years ago, because I noticed myself sleeping on one side and I would get this horrible crease on one side, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna sleep on my back, so I just put a towel behind my neck so that I don't really move. Oh my God, I can't not sleep. So if I'm on a plane and I'm like, I need to stay up so that I'm not jet lagged when I arrive, I still can't do it. I miss every meal, I'm always sleeping. The flight attendants are surprised because I don't wake up until we arrive. I will fall asleep in 3 seconds if you allow me to. My sign is a Gemini. I know that they have a bad reputation for being two-faced. I don't believe that we are. I feel like we have two sides that are genuinely us, and maybe that makes us more interesting. I'm gonna read my horoscope for today. The next few days will be some of the best of the year for starting new projects, and if you make the right moves, you will enjoy the kind of success you hardly dared dream of early in the year. Put aside your doubts and go for it. I'm gonna read this from now on. Daily horoscope, Sally Brompton. Thank you for that.